Have you ever felt like leadership wasn't really meant for you, because you're not the loudest person in the room? Maybe you've watched confident speakers command attention. Maybe you've seen people who seem naturally outgoing take center stage and thought, that's what leadership looks like. If so, you're not alone. Many women mistakenly believe that influence requires volume. They assume that being powerful means being highly visible, constantly speaking up, or always having the right thing to say. But leadership is much bigger than that. In fact, some of the strongest women I've known were not the loudest women in the room. They were often the most observant, the most thoughtful, the most intentional. The women who listened carefully before they spoke. The women who paid attention to what others overlooked. The women who remained calm when everyone else was reacting emotionally. Those qualities may not always attract attention, but they create something far more valuable: trust. One of the greatest misconceptions about leadership is that it is a performance. Many people believe leadership is about being noticed. Leadership is not about being noticed. Leadership is about creating positive influence. And influence often grows through consistency rather than visibility. Think about the people who have made the greatest impact on your life. Were they necessarily the loudest? Probably not. More often, they were dependable. They were steady. They were authentic. They led by example. That kind of influence cannot be manufactured through performance. It is earned through character. Quiet women often possess strengths that are easy to underestimate. Because they spend more time observing than speaking, they frequently notice patterns that others miss. They pay attention to details. They recognize shifts in relationships. They understand group dynamics. They gather information before making decisions. These are not weaknesses. These are leadership skills. In many situations, observation creates better outcomes than immediate reaction. Another strength of quiet women is calm confidence. Calm confidence is different from loud confidence. Loud confidence seeks attention. Calm confidence seeks clarity. It allows a woman to trust herself without needing constant validation from other people. It allows her to make decisions based on values rather than approval. It allows her to stay grounded even when circumstances become difficult. That type of confidence creates stability. And stability is one of the most valuable gifts a leader can offer. The truth is that the world needs more women who lead from authenticity rather than performance. Women who understand that leadership is not about becoming someone else. It is about becoming more fully themselves. If you are naturally quiet, thoughtful, or introverted, you do not need to change who you are to become influential. You do not need to become louder. You do not need to compete for attention. You do not need to perform confidence. You simply need to recognize the strengths you already possess. Because leadership is not measured by how much noise you make. It is measured by the impact you create. And some of the most powerful women in the world are quietly creating extraordinary impact every single day. I've created a free resource for women who are learning to trust their own voice and decisions. The She Power Self-Trust Reset tool can help you gain clarity, strengthen your confidence, and move forward intentionally. The link is in the description. Remember, stay focused, stay intentional. Keep moving forward.